Hello mga kababayan, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Laruan ni Obi-Wan. This is going to be a two-part video. We will be, of course, starting with the protagonist of the Spider-Man Homecoming movie, of course, Peter Parker, followed by the villain of the Homecoming movie, the Vulture. The Spider-Man Homecoming Build-A-Figure wave of Vulture, you have to purchase 7 action figures to complete the wing of the Vulture character or the villain of the movie. Actually, the Vulture action figure is the 7th figure in this wave. So, how much did it cost before to purchase this Build-A-Figure wave? Now, 7 figures times around $22 each, totaling to about $154, discounting the fact that you have to still consider your gasoline consumption or your gasoline cost in your toy hands. So when you are presented with something like this, a complete Vulture action figure which cost about $41 to $50, then it is actually already a good priced figure. But for a single card release at 41 bucks, it's quite pricey. But considering before that you have to complete this wave just to get the Vulture figure, this makes the cost of this new guy really low. So because of my excitement, but first I wanted to open that figure, but if we're going to make a really good review, of course it has to be, that Vulture figure has to be associated with a Spider-Man action figure. And good, I have the specific figure that is associated with it, the Homecoming Spider-Man. So let's review this guy. So we have the Spider-Man figure out of packaging. We have the Build-A-Wing piece of Vulture from that wave. And we have the figure, a spare head, and accessories like the wing, as the web wings, and an extra pair of hands. Okay, so let's deal with the basics on this figure. Now, with regards to proportion, this Spider-Man action figure, the Homecoming action figure, which was released several years back, is a small action figure, because if you pair it with somebody or an action figure like Thor, then as you could see the proportions, the Spider-Man action figure is an adolescent Spider-Man figure, and we have a full-grown or a male adult action figure in proportion to this. So for points of articulation or posability, he has tons of it, or lots of it actually. That's why I really like it, because of the size. It is an adolescent Spider-Man action figure. And for the head, let's start with the head. This is the amount of articulation of head tilts looking up. This is the head tilts looking down. And as you could see from the back, there is not really much break in design with the head tilts, because when you expose the portions where the connection points are, actually there is still some detail on it. So good job for the designers of this Homecoming Spider-Man action figure. This action figure also has or sports butterfly joints for the shoulders. Now for the range of motion, that is a really nice range of motion for the butterfly connections. For the shoulders per se, it can rotate, move sideways and up. We have a cut on the biceps for rotation. This is the only thing that I'm pissed about, because it's not color coded. The biceps is blue and you have a red joint piece, but something that could easily be remedied by blue paint and some blue paint over here mixed with red. Okay, now for the hands, we have swivel over here and rotation, and you have the choice of whether using this pair of hands, the web slinging hands, or that fist, which is a nice touch for the designers of this toy. Now for the waist, the body, I mean, we have that for back tilts, front tilts, or abdominal crunches. And let's take a look at the back. That is a nice design, really no break in the back, ugly break I mean, either protrusion, very steep protrusion, or something which is present in the old Winter Soldier. But with regards to this Spider-Man action figure, that is a really nice back hump. So we have a cut on the waist for rotation. Now this is where there is a break in design whenever you move the waistline. We have a cut on the thighs for rotation, 2 points of articulation for the knee. We have a swivel for the foot, and we also have ankle rocker motion. We don't have any break over here on the leg area for rotation of this boot. So it's just going, the for foot articulation is just going over, it's just going to be over here for just the leg, I mean. But pretty much this Spider-Man action figure is really highly poseable. So for whatever pose that you want, it's going to give you that pose. Really nice articulation. And with regards to detail, as you could see, the spider emblem is it is not painted, but it is embossed plastic, and it is separate from the body, the back of the figure I mean. So I guess they glued this on top, which is just a guess, but I think this is a mold of the figure per se. And as you could see, the really nice texturing on the suit of this figure. So I'm really putting this figure close to the camera so you could really take a look at that nice lines you have there, and the texture on the suit of Spider-Man. It really looks like a suit, so something that Tony Stark gave him. So it does not look like just a plain plastic body, but we really have nice texturing on the suit and those black panel lines which are present all over the figure. Now for the front of the figure, the body, those are the details. Even if that spider emblem is small, it is embossed and it is nicely painted, and we don't have any black paint marring the red part of the suit. So nice clean paint job. But of course, when you really play with this figure and articulate those joints, you will lose some paint, just like over here when I played with this figure before review, so I've got some paint of this action figure, but really cool for something that was released several years back. It is still a cool action figure of Spider-Man, actually the one that I really like and the benchmark for whatever Spider-Man action figure I am looking at. Now that is a look for the mask with those wide white eyes, the top of the head, and we have the extra headpiece over here, which we have Spider-Man in what the AI call it, the kill mode. So he has squinted eyes, so really nice detail on this mask or this extra head. So whichever head sculpt you want to use, whether the wide eyes or winky eyes, then it is your choice. Okay, so that was my just a short review for this action for this Spider-Man action figure. So if you have this Spider-Man action figure in your collection, please do share your thoughts regarding this action figure as compared to the new released ones for the new Spider-Man movie. Okay, so let's go with the videos and the photo shots for this specific figure, so we could go to part 2 and review the Vulture figure.